What's going on, guys? It's Creeper coming to you today with a very budget build. It was recently e-waste day at my job, and of course, me being the tech head I am, I had to go through it. And of course, I found the humble Dell Optiplex. If you look in the right spots, these can be pretty common, but what matters is on the inside. The processor was an i5-2400, which is a 4-core CPU and 8 gigs of RAM, so I knew this had the potential to be a little gaming box. While it did sit for a while before I actually got around to working on this project, I had to blow it out. I then brought it back inside to further clean it up. As you can imagine, the thermal paste was pretty bad, so I wiped it off and put more on to keep that CPU cool. Just like my water bottle from LTGstore.com that keeps drinks cold all day. Anyway, I got rid of that 260GB hard drive and replaced it with a 1TB SSD. I also put in this GT GeForce 610 that I still had lying around. And with the PC put together, the only thing left to do was put an operating system on it. Product key? I don't have a product key, but I definitely intend to buy it later. Oh, okay. TPM 2.0 and secure boot. Okay, so we gotta turn those on. Okay. Alright, so we weren't able to install Windows 11 because of that secure boot and TMP, which isn't an option on this BIOS. But in an effort just to get onto a desktop, I'm installing Windows 10, which I know is past its life, but I don't think it's that bad. So we're going to install it just to get on the desktop and see how that goes. Finally, with an operating system on it, it was just a matter of playtesting. The first game I tried was Left 4 Dead, and while I had everything set to low and 720p, it still had a very nice playable experience. It would hover around 30 to 40 frames. The next game I tried was Batman Arkham Knight, and it was about the same story. 720p, low, and about 30 to 40 frames. The next game I tried was Fallout New Vegas, and again, same story, 720p, low, but this one was actually bouncing around between 60 and 40 frames. And the final game I tried was Fallout Shelter. While I didn't really see any video settings that I could find in the poking around in the settings, I was getting about 45 frames per second, which I think is just fine for that game. And while yes, I realize that 720p low in today's day and age is awful, with a system that was going to be thrown away with parts that are next to nothing, I think that's pretty good. I have about $160 invested into this system, and that's mainly because I bought a 1TB drive. I think 500 gigs would be just fine, and that takes off another 50 bucks. However, if you're gonna do something like this, make sure your graphics card is passive. What that means is it doesn't require any additional power. With the very proprietary internals of the Optiplex, you need a card that can draw all its power it needs from the slot, because there is no extra cables in here for you to work with. I'm sure there's more powerful passive GPUs than the 610 I used, but that's just the one I had lying around. That's another thing to look out for, is actually the form factor. This is a slim tower, and while they make full-size Optiplexes, this one is a slim, so another thing to watch out for when you're buying Optiplexes or your graphics card. But yeah, this little compute or gaming box, 3D PC, whatever you want to call it, I'm actually pretty proud of. Because you gotta think, every part that's in here, except for the 1TB drive I bought, was gonna be recycled. So saving old computer hardware that was gonna be scrapped just makes me feel all warm. Just like this beanie from LTGstore.com that keeps my head warm all day. Alright guys, that's gonna about do it for this video. While we didn't make anything that's gonna play any AAA games, I think we made a pretty decent computing box. Feel free to like if you liked, but I'll see all of you in 2026. I'll see you in the next one.